You drink it every morning, sometimes with eggs and toast, maybe on your front porch, with a fresh pot of coffee. But doctors are sounding the alarm, because this food can raise your risk of a silent stroke. While you sleep. No symptoms, no warning, just damage to your brain if you're over 50. This isn't just another health warning. Nearly 1 in 4 older Americans has had a silent stroke, and most never knew it. No headache, no fall, just brain damage building up over time. And some foods make it worse, even the ones sold at your local farmer's market. Let me show you what that looks like in real life. Elaine is 72, retired schoolteacher. Every Wednesday, she drives to bingo night with her best friend. She eats light, except for one habit. Every morning, a big bowl of fruit and low-fat vanilla yogurt. She thought it was healthy. But last year, she started forgetting names. Then street names. Then the code to her garage door. Her doctor ran a brain scan. The results? Multiple signs of silent stroke, likely triggered by high-sugar foods she ate daily, without knowing the risk. So what exactly was she eating that did all this? Let's break it down. It seemed harmless. A cup of flavored yogurt, peach, low-fat, from the same aisle as the heart-healthy cereals. Elaine had it every morning, sometimes even twice a day. She thought it was smart. But her brain paid the price. That one small cup packed 19 grams of sugar. That's more than most donuts. And when she added a glass of orange juice, the sugar load doubled. 2 healthy choices. 1 hidden risk. The spike came fast. Her blood sugar shot up, then crashed. At 2 a.m. while she was sleeping. No alarms. No pain. Just a silent drop in brain energy. That's when damage happens. When blood vessels in the brain begin to weaken. When neurons start starving. In the dark, that's how silent strokes work. No headache. No dizziness. But days later, she forgot her own address. And the doctor found microbleeds on her scan. Here's what many people don't know. Liquid sugar, from yogurt and juice, hits the bloodstream faster than solid food. And for older adults, those sugar spikes can inflame the brain, raise blood pressure, and damage the vessels that carry oxygen to memory centers. The American Heart Association warns, even 1 sugary drink per day can raise your stroke risk by up to 26%. So what can you do? Choose plain, unsweetened yogurt. Add real fruit yourself. Skip bottled juice. Eat the whole orange instead. Pair your breakfast with protein, like an egg or a handful of nuts, to slow the sugar rush. And always check labels. Look for less than 6 grams of added sugar per serving. If you're over 50, your brain is more vulnerable. And the damage builds silently, night after night. You don't feel it. Until you do. And what she drank with that yogurt was even worse. Liquid sugar, disguised as vitamin C orange juice from a bottle. The kind that says 100% juice and looks safe. Elaine poured a glass every morning. And sometimes at night to boost her vitamin C. But just 1 8-ounce glass? It hits your system like candy. Up to 26 grams of sugar. That's more than a chocolate bar. The glucose spike inflames your brain. But the real danger is what happens after. The crash. Late at night, while you sleep, your blood sugar can drop too low. That sudden dip starves the brain, especially in older adults. It slows blood flow, weakens vessel walls, and opens the door to a silent stroke. You don't feel it, but it shows up the next day when a name disappears. Or you forget where you parked your car. According to the American Heart Association, drinking 1 glass of sugar-sweetened juice per day can raise the risk of stroke, especially in women over 50, by up to 26%. Even juices labeled natural can trigger this. Why? Because liquid sugar hits the bloodstream faster than solid food. And the brain, especially as we age, can't handle that spike. Over time, it inflames blood vessels. And with repeated spikes and crashes, they begin to break down. That's how silent strokes begin. Quiet injuries that leave permanent scars. But there's one more. And doctors say, it may be the most dangerous of all. It says whole grain. It says heart healthy. But some breakfast cereals, like Raisin Bran, are packed with hidden sugar. More than a glazed donut. Elaine had it every morning with milk. Because it felt responsible. But her body didn't see whole grain, it saw glucose. Spike after spike. Day after day. Until her brain couldn't recover. The damage built up silently. She started missing appointments. Then birthdays. Then one day, she forgot how to get home. A scan showed microbleeds, tiny signs of stroke. Not from fast food. But from breakfast. According to the National Institutes of Health, cereals with added sugar, even whole grain ones, can cause dangerous spikes in blood glucose, especially in older adults. The American Heart Association warns that even healthy breakfast foods can lead to neuroinflammation if they contain more than 6 grams of added sugar per serving. To protect your brain, always check the label for added sugars. Choose unsweetened cereals or cook plain oats yourself. Eat protein with breakfast to slow sugar absorption. And ask your doctor about blood sugar tests, even if you're not diabetic, because silent strokes often strike people who thought they were fine. When you lower added sugars, your brain doesn't just wake up. It breathes. Thoughts get clearer. Names come faster. The fog you thought was just aging, it begins to lift. You feel more present. Even after lunch. It's like resetting your internal GPS and finding your way back. One small change, like switching to plain oats with berries, can protect the very circuits that hold your stories, your habits, your people. These aren't just brain cells. They're the parts of you that make you. So choose real food. Boil your own eggs. Slice a fresh peach. Instead of peeling back a foil lid. Eat protein with breakfast. Read every label, especially the healthy ones. That's how you fight the kind of stroke that steals without warning, that hides in the night, that doesn't give second chances, but you can stop it with what's on your plate. You have the power, and if someone you care about is over 50 and still trusts the cereal aisle like it's 1985, send them this video. Because now they know, and now they can choose.